Hey, Bad Buns. Happy February. Happy belated Valentine's Day. Hope you had a good one. If you were signed up for physical mail on my mailing list, I hope you received my Valentine. And if you did not, let me know and I'll try to get one to you, okay? Um, so I may have teased in my last vlog that I had some persuasion news. And what that was that on February 1st, the very next day, Whirligig announced that they'd be working with a lot of awesome designers on some queer historical games, and Persuasion was one of them. I've been wanting to scream about this for months. Cole Worley was like the person who inspired me to get into game design, and has been a huge source of inspiration for like design like processes and philosophies. So getting the chance to work with him and Drew is just I have no words. I'm so excited. But yeah, so I don't really have any design updates on that, but yeah, super excited. Um, so aside from that, the game I've been working on most this month has been Opacity. I've been trying to get that ready for Unpub next month, which I'm planning on going to, so hype for that. I've been mostly trying to figure out how to like incorporate these new mechanics. Like I've been like introducing like one new mechanic each game, make sure the whole house of cards doesn't like fall apart like with the lightest touch. And um and it's been sort of shifting philosophies over time. I started with like this idea of introducing like wholesale brand new mechanics, like even new components and stuff. And I'm trying to move away from that. The problem was that if there was like only one rule that introduced the mechanic, it was very obvious that thing was like tacked on. Like, how do I explain this? So it was like the core game was built around this whole like concept of like revealing cards, totaling them up, and some cards getting accepted and rejected, and then using that total to like determine the winner. But like if I brought in a new mechanic, like yeah, like maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't be too much overhead for players to like utilize, but it wasn't adding any value to the game. It was like distracting from like the core experience. So I'm moving away from stuff like that and using the existing metaphors and like abstractions that I already have, and just making it so that each card just changes up the rules of the existing stuff. So like instead of drawing cards, maybe you do a draft. Maybe instead of like revealing one card, you could reveal two, like things like that. Just messing with the current existing structure, and we'll see how that goes. Next up, so part of February is Aromantic Awareness Week, which I love because I'm aromantic and love telling people about it and spreading information about it. And there was also a Aero Game Jam. So I was inspired to make a game that I put together over a weekend called okEros, which is about my okEro dating app experience. It's a solo flip and write. It's 9 cards, and it's designed to be played like maybe once or twice. And it's a game where you play as me, um, like literally me, actually me. Like actually says you're Zoe, and you've been told by therapists that you need to find a romantic relationship. So yeah, the game is about using dating apps to try to do that. So I don't really want to spoil it. So maybe give it a try. Like it's a pretty short game. So yeah, thank you. Um, Other than that, I did get some work done on bread. I haven't tested my changes yet, but I've been playing with the idea of making it so that the base cards that you start with, they have like the default one truck, one mill, and one fire. It would have a flip side called that would give you an emergency action, and that flip side would have 2 extra fire, so it'd be 3 fire total, just as a base on top of any other fire you have. But it would also grant you a new buffed action that would be keyed off of your fire. Like normally the actions are like for each mill you have or each truck you have. This would give you an action that's for each fire you have. And the actions would be stronger than the normal ones. So they might do things like let you build walls from the discards, or let you take built cards directly into your own, or things like letting you peek at cards before taking. So the idea was that it gives you a tool if you get sort of shafted by the other players, because it's incredibly easy to get shafted and just basically be out of the game and just try and not really have a lot of agency or even a lot of fun because somebody wrecks your engine, you're just screwed. So this would give you a vector to have like some control, but like thing is that with that much extra fire, you're going to burn through the deck a lot faster. So, and also these buffed actions are like most of them are pretty adversarial, like just by the nature of the game. Like the base actions are meant to be have like cooperative element, but there's like maybe one or two cards that could potentially be cooperative, but even then when you're having to burn extra cards, it's hard to get the payoff from it. So yeah, that's the idea. I haven't tested it yet, but hoping to bring it to Unpub. So yeah. One last side tangent, not really a design update, but I've been reading this book called Games Art Agency as Art, and it has been putting to words a lot of things that I've been struggling to like articulate for years, and it's been a very fascinating read. So if you're interested in a very elaborate, very academic like analysis of how games are art, I would highly recommend it. I'll put it in the description. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hope you had a nice February, nice Valentine's, happy Aromantic Awareness Week, and yeah, catch you later. Ciao. Hope to see you at Unpub. That would be nice. Ciao. Bye. Bye. Bye.